Hello dear students, today we will continue exercise question answer of chapter number 6 life processes, and up to 7th question we discussed in our last video, and here today we will discuss about from question number 8 of chapter number 6 life processes. So here you have 8th question. What are the difference between aerobic and anaerobic reaction? Name some organism that use the anaerobic mode of respiration. So here in this question you tell about the difference between aerobic and anaerobic first, and I think all of you know about the meaning of aerobic means air means oxygen. So here in which reaction it occur in the presence of oxygen is known as aerobic, and when it is be occur in the absence of oxygen it is known as anaerobic reaction. So this is your first point. Now second point, and in this second point it involves the exchanges of gases between organism and outside environment. So here the exchange of gases occur in between organism and outside environment, like in our body. Aerobic reaction take place in which we take oxygen and we exhale carbon dioxide from the body. So first exchange of gases occur in this case, and second one where this oxygen come and carbon dioxide gone from outside environment. So this is the second point of aerobic reaction, and here the exchanges of gases take is absent, because when the any it is be occur in the absence of oxygen, and how the exchange of gases occur in case of anaerobic reaction. So this exchange of gases is absent in case of anaerobic reaction. Now the third one, it occur in cytoplasm and mitochondria, where the aerobic reaction occur in cytoplasm and mitochondria, and where this anaerobic reaction occur in always in cytoplasm only. Now fourth one, what is the product of aerobic reaction? Carbon dioxide and water. And what is the product of anaerobic reaction? Alcohol and carbon dioxide. And now fifth point, it yield large amount of energy, in which case we get more amount of energy in case of aerobic reaction, and in which case the energy release is very low in case of anaerobic. So here first of all we discuss about the aerobic and anaerobic reaction. Now you have the sub topic of this question. Name some organism that use the anaerobic mode of respiration. Anaerobic mode of respiration mostly present in parasitic worm, animal muscles, and some microorganisms such as yeast. In this case, which type of respiration present? Anaerobic respiration present. Now you have ninth question. How are alveoli designed to maximum the exchanges of gas? What is the function of alveoli? Means it is be related to our respiratory system, and it helps to be increase the surface area to absorption of more oxygen in our body. So it is balloon like structure present in our lungs, and this alveoli consists of large network of blood vessels. These blood vessels are be very important because it helps to be exchanges of gases and increase the surface area during respiration. So each lung contains 300 to 350 million alveoli, making it a total of approximate 700 million in both the lungs. So 700 millions alveoli present in our lungs. So this is be present in a huge amount in our lungs, and which helps to be increase the large surface area, make the gases exchange more efficient. When the surface area is more, then it is be very easy to be exchanges of gases in our body. So when whatever alveoli present in our body, then the efficiency of oxygen taking from outer environment is also more. So the more the number of alveoli present in our body, and more the number of gases exchange present in our body. So all the processes of respiration, gases exchange, this is be dependent on the number of alveoli present in our lungs. So this is very important, and this is the diagram of alveoli. Here this complete diagram is alveoli, balloon like structure present here, and this helps to be exchanges of gas. Exchange of gas take place because of the presence of alveoli. Now you have 10th question. What would be consequence of deficiency of hemoglobin in our body. What would be happen if the deficiency of hemoglobin present in our body? अगर हमारी बॉडी में हीमोग्लोबिन क्या हो गया, डेफिशिएंसी हो गई. फर्स्ट वन, दिस इज द रेस्पिरेटरी पिगमेंट विच हेल्प टू बी ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑक्सीजन टू आवर बॉडी सेल्स फॉर सेलुलर रेस्पिरेशन. सो अगर हमारी बॉडी में डेफिशिएंसी हो जाती है हीमोग्लोबिन की, देन ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई कैपेसिटी हमारे ब्लड की वो भी क्या होगी, इफेक्ट होगी, बिकॉज द रेस्पिरेटरी पिगमेंट इन आवर बॉडी इज हीमोग्लोबिन. इफ द कॉन्सिक्वेंसी ऑफ द हीमोग्लोबिन इज बी लो, देन द ऑक्सीजन इनटेक फ्रॉम द आउटसाइड environment is also affect. So it can leads to be deficiency of oxygen in our blood. सो हमारी बॉडी में क्या होगा, ऑक्सीजन की डेफिशिएंसी होगी अगर हीमोग्लोबिन की डेफिशिएंसी हो गई. अगर ऑक्सीजन की डेफिशिएंसी हो गई तो क्या होगा, दैट पेशेंट इज कोज वन वेरी हार्मफुल डिजीज़, द नेम इज़ अनीमिया. अनीमिया मीन्स ब्लड की कमी. जब बॉडी में ब्लड की कमी हो जाती है द डिजीज़ इज़ नोन एज अनीमिया. Now 11th question, describe double circulation in human being and why it is be very important. What do you mean by double circulation? Means one side the oxygenated blood and one side deoxygenated blood. So because कि हमारी बॉडी में क्या है, both oxygen and carbon dioxide has to be transported by the blood. The heart has different chambers, oxygen rich blood from mixing of the blood containing carbon dioxide. The human heart divided into 4 chamber, atrium, ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. So 4 chambers are present in our body, in our heart. So oxygen rich blood were present in left side of heart and the deoxygenated blood were present right side of the heart. So left atrium relax and take the blood from oxygen rich blood from the lungs and it is be transport this oxygen rich blood to all the part of body. And on the other side what happened, this right atrium receive all the deoxygenated blood from all the part of the body and it gives to the heart, and heart it pass to the lungs and lung purify this and it give back to the left atrium and left atrium transport this blood oxygen rich blood to all the part of the body. So here two circulations occur on one time. First one is the oxygen rich blood transportation and second one the collection of deoxygenated blood in all the part of the body. So that's why it is the topic of double circulation in human being. So here you have all the different part of the heart, pulmonary artery, pulmonary vein, left atrium, left ventricle, vena cava, right side of this one and the left side of this one. Now you have 12th question, what is the difference between the transportation of material in xylem and phloem? What do you mean by xylem? Xylem means jal, the transportation of water from root to other part of the body by the help of xylem tissue. And what's the function of phloem? The transportation of food from leaves to all the part of the plants. Okay, so water is be transported with the upward direction from root to all the part of plant and food is transport in both direction, upward also and downward also, means on the side of leaf also, on the side of root also. Transportation in xylem occur with the help of simple physical force such as transpiration only occur when the water is be gone from root to leaves part of the plant. Transportation of food in phloem require energy in the form of ATP. It require energy because if energy is not be get by plants have no capability of transportation of food from one part to another part. Now you have 13 question. Compare the function of alveoli in lungs and nephron in kidney with respect to their structure and function. Here we discuss about the comparison between alveoli in lung and nephron in kidney. Both structure and function here we discussed. Alveoli are, you all know, tiny balloon like structure present inside the lung, and nephron is related to the kidney, tubular structure present in our kidney. Second point, the wall of alveoli are one cell thick and it contain an extensive network of blood capillaries are present in case of alveoli. And nephron case, what present glomerulus, Bowman capsule, a long renal tube. It also contain a cluster of thin walled capillaries present in case of nephron. Exchanges of gases occur, oxygen and carbon dioxide take place with the help of capillary, and it helps to be increase the surface area during gases exchange. And what is the function of nephron? Nephron help to be filtration of the deoxygenated blood which is come from all the part of the body, and the blood enter to the kidney through the renal artery, and which branched into many capillary glomerulus. Then it goes to the Bowman capsule for storage. From Bowman capsule to the distal tubule, proximal tubule, collecting tube, and collecting tube collect the urine from many nephron, and it is be passed to the ureter, from ureter to urinary bladder, and urinary bladder to urethra, and it is be passed from our body, and it is the basic filtration unit. If nephron is not present in our kidney, the filtration work is not be able to do in this case of kidney. So if we in simple language, alveoli is the structural and functional unit of respiratory system, and nephron is the structural and functional unit of our excretory system. Both the systems main part who were able to do work in respiratory and in excretory system because of the presence of alveoli and nephron. I hope you will understand all the question answers of chapter number 6, life processes. Bye to all.